Hello and welcome to another week of The Parenting Business, the podcast for parents and business owners, and just where myself and Ben chat about all the stresses, strains, the shit, the highs, the lows, the amazing perks of being a business owner and a parent, and just generally witter on. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify or wherever you listen. Do also feel free to get in touch with your stories or top tips about how you balance your parenting business. You can either leave us a comment or drop us an email at podcast@parentingbusiness.com. Also, if you do happen to like what you hear, please share the podcast with other parents and business owners and leave us a 5-star review. Leave us a 5-star review to help us spread the support. And with that, let's get on with this week's show.
How'd you cock that intro up? You've been reading it, the same script, for 4 months, haven't you?
Nah, roughly. I'm making up. I was just trying to go too quick. Ben, hello, how are you?
On with the show. Relatively well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
We've spoke twice today. We know we're good.
Well, we speak most days, though.
In a vain attempt to try and say something useful this evening, we actually have, and it doesn't happen very often, a topic for this evening.
We do.
As well as points in which to go through, so it's not quite the random jugular mess that we were left with last week. But, this is how we learn. This is how we improve at anything in life, is just keep doing things and see where you look back and go, could have done that a bit different or a bit better, and you try again. So here we are, trying again.
Yeah, to try again every week. We'll just keep trying until we either die or get taken off the air somehow.
The first one can be arranged easier than the second, I should think.
I'd rather not arrange that one, though. So I asked how your week's been, but as you said, we've already spoken a few times today about various bits and pieces. So how's your highs and lows been?
We'll start with the low. And you don't know this because either I forgot all about it or I thought I'd keep it from you. I can't remember which.
More likely the second.
My memory gets worse and worse, to be honest. And to prove the point, I can't remember if it was Wednesday or Thursday last week. But anyway, since the last time we recorded, I'm not in my factory that often. I'm there every day, but it kind of differs. I'm in and out.
You're a part-timer.
I'm a part-timer, 100% part-timer. We'll come on to that. But a youngish man walked in, stocky, built, concerned look on his face, just out the blue. What are we going to do, Ben? What are we going to do? And I'm like, who are you? Sort of thing. Sorry, I'm a bit, I don't know. What can I do for you? And it's Ashley, who are you? So this is the roofer I kicked off my rental house a month ago.
Hold on, you didn't recognise him?
No, I didn't recognise him 2 years ago when I first met him.
Right, okay.
Where am I going with this? Right,
so your roofer turned up?
Out the blue. This is the guy we'd kicked off site, asked to leave. Another gentleman has been, done the job. Halfway through the job, he'd been back with a hammer and knocked it about a bit. Never mind. Next day, sorted. Job finished a few days later. Done. Scaffold down, paid, happy. Thank you very much.
So, thought it was done.
3 weeks later, thought it's done. It's an episode. I've learnt some lessons. Water under the bridge. It's cost me quite a bit, circa $6,000 on this guy. That it's probably cost us in terms of money he's had, damage he's done. Tenants had a rent, half-price rent period, which is probably fair, to be honest. I'm happy he's had that because it's the fair thing to do. But all in all, it's probably cost me best part of $6,000.
So guy turns up.
Done. And he turns up. So, right, fuck's sake. Shall we just go outside a minute? So I think it's staff behind and whatever. And to be honest, he was a bit firm that I still owed him money. In his mind, I owed him money.
Yes.
But he wasn't aggressive. He wasn't in my face. I didn't feel threatened, any of that. But he was just going through a few of the points. So, what about this? What about this? And I said, well, what about my damages? Oh, it's not my fault it rains. No, but you're meant to be looking after the site. It's your fault for not securing it. Well, can't be helped. It still happened on your watch. You're insured. You owe me. If you're saying I owe you, I'm saying you owe me more. I went back and forth for about 10 minutes. And he was more adamant for his tiles because we didn't use the tiles that he provided, even though I'd paid for them. The new guy like, well, yeah, they're okay, but we'd soon use these. If I'm doing the job, we'll use these. I said, I'll go with you, mate. I was fucking dumb now. Something. And First roofer guy who we were talking to, asked him to clear away all his stuff, including the tiles, told me, no, can't be done. So, right, okay, so the new roofer on, can you clear it? I've got a bill for it, 600 quid or 500 quid plus VAT, to clear, to get rid of the old scaffold, to sweep up and everything from the previous guy as well. Blah, 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 blah. I says, no, it's been cleared away because you wouldn't do it. And I just thought, you know what, even though I've paid for them and got a receipt for it, this is the only thing he wants. He's saying, I know I'm not going to get my money, I'm disappointed, but I can live with that. I've got another job to do and I don't have tiles and they're my tiles. And I says, well, if you want them, fucking have them, because what am I going to do with a load of tiles? I can try
you're
and
too
sell
soft.
them.
You're too soft.
No, think. Just think. Agreed to a point, but this is a man who's been back to my house with a hammer and done some damage.
Yeah.
This is a man who knows where 3 of my properties are and where I work. If he just wants his tiles to fuck off, let him have his tiles. What am I going to do with them?
But they're not his tiles.
Well, I know,
what he's trying to do is he's trying to make more money on another job.
Yeah, of course he is. But I don't care as long as he leaves. What would you do with 500 quid's worth of tiles that you can't really sell and you definitely can't use? Well, I haven't got them anyway. They're at this depot. Let him have them. See,
my thing would be, I've had to pay to clear those tiles away, and I'd paid for them in the first place.
Yeah.
Give me 200 quid for them.
Yeah. When
give me 200 quid,
agreed.
You can have them.
Agreed. But how confident are you feeling with a bloke who's intimidating and muscly? Not that he was acting intimidating, let's be fair, he wasn't threatening or anything like that. But he's already been to one of your houses with a hammer and caused criminal damage.
But you've just given him another 500 quid.
Yes. To keep the peace. Fuck off. It's easy, sat behind a camera. So it's easy, you sat there, the other end of the camera 4 miles ago. I wanted to do that, I would have squared up to him, fucking knocked him out or whatever.
No, I wouldn't have squared up to him. I'd have said, come on,
he
let's
said
look
to
at
me
this logically.
in the cold light today, let's forget the money, we can agree to disagree. I just want those tiles. And I said, fine, they are in this yard depot. Go.
How much had you already paid him?
3.5.
So you'd paid him 3.5 grand. He's now got another 500 quid's worth of tiles, so he's had 4 grand out of that job and not finished it off you. Okay, for doing what?
He has done bits, to be fair to him. He has done bits.
But then caused damage.
1,200 quid.
Yeah. Then you've had to pay to have the scaffold taken down.
600 quid for that and the clearing. Oh no, I'm with you, but think rationally. I've got something that I'm not going to get a penny for anyway, and I've got a guy here who's unpredictable, likes kicking off, and I've got 3 kids upstairs. Let him have his fucking tiles. Bye-bye.
I think
that's my low.
Yeah, I understand why you did what you did.
It has put me on edge. It has put me on edge a little bit, because since then I've spoke to the lawyers about if he comes after me again, he's clearly not going away. This is what we're going to do. I've got my line of attack, my defence, my evidence, all my ducks in a row to put a claim in for 6 grand. But again, what if I win? What happens then to a guy whose ego's bruised and he's already done criminal damage? What happens then? I could win and then get a brick through the window.
So effectively, intimidation wins with you.
Fuck off, I just made that public. But doesn't it with you?
No.
So you've got a little girl upstairs and a contractor wants to come and shove a brick through the window just to prove a point.
That's fine.
It's not fine.
No. What I'm saying,
life, man.
No, what I'm saying is, I've got cameras. I'll make sure that contractor's fully aware, and I will make the police aware as well.
I've got
this is
the neighbour's cameras. Got him on camera.
And that's what I mean. So I would
make the police aware. Have you had any interaction with the local police force, and they've actually done anything?
Yeah,
I've been mugged in the street at knife point. Not a thing.
Yeah, I have. I've reported people to the police I've reported somebody for intimidation. Effectively, it's called malicious communication. Right. And the police went round and spoke to them.
Okay, then what?
And the police interviewed them under caution. They decided not to take any further because there was other stuff around it. But there was another one. So I had 2 people. There was another one that the police went round, malicious communication. They said, look, what do you want to do? Do you want us to offer a caution? Do you want to do something? Do you want us to charge? We're not sure whether it will go there. Or do you want us to do, what do they call it? Basically, this person had to write and sign and give to the police a letter of apology and admission that they shouldn't have done it. And they were then told, this now sits on a file. If you do anything again, you will be arrested. So, yeah, they do stuff.
Yeah, I've not seen it.
In my experience.
In my experience, it's the total opposite. And also in my experience, if I try and sue him, I might get me $6,000. It's probably going to cost me at least 2 in the lawyers. How much grief, how much stress, how much palaver. If I would just try and sell my product, I'd make more than $6,000 with the amount of time.
I'm not suggesting the suing route, but I'm suggesting in that situation, I would have gone, come on, this is what you've cost me.
Yeah, but the coppers aren't going to do anything there.
No, I'm not talking about the coppers. I mean, in the situation of chatting to him.
Yeah.
I would have said, look, this is what you've cost me. You've had this much money, and that money was to buy the materials, which I paid for. How about we do a deal, 200 quid?
There is no... I'm saying I wasn't feeling threatened, and he wasn't, but there was just flat denial. All I want is rid of this man. I'd already written off concrete tiles. I'd already given them somebody else. And just says, if this come back, just cover your own arse. That's what I'm going to do. You do what you fucking like.
But what happens if he comes back next week?
Then that's
with
where
something
I am.
Else?
That's where I am. That's where I spoke to the solicitor.
But that's what I mean. So he comes back next week.
Yeah. And
you still end up going down the same route.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And you still end up with the chance of the brick through your window.
Yes, but the chance of a brick through my window is less through... Go on then.
I think it's bullying tactics.
Oh, no, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you.
You're always taught,
but equally,
if you let bullies get away with being bullies, they'll always be bullies.
Yeah. But
and they'll always come to take more.
I just want him gone out of my life.
Yeah,
I get that. No, someone else now.
I get that.
He was kicking off because of this other job he's got. The place where I've got him, where I gave them away, he rung them up next morning, kicking off because he wanted them to deliver him 40 miles for free. Yeah, it's for this other job. It's not. It's been 3 weeks since I heard from him. That's why I thought it was done. All of a sudden, he's won this other job last week.
And that's because he's not got the money.
And
he's scammed them out of money.
Exactly. That's why he's kicking off to deliver it for free. He ain't got the bloody 50 quid delivery fee. I don't think it's about me. I think he knows he's fucked up. He just won't admit it.
Of course he is. But what he's trying to do is he's trying to use you or the stuff that you have to rip off somebody else, which he'll keep doing.
Potentially, he's not a poor contractor.
You don't have to be poor
to rip people
off. Yeah.
Yeah, he made a nice job. The first job he did for me, he made a cracking job. The second job went pear-shaped. And from that point on, there was no responsibility, no customer service, just excuse.
Yeah.
Until I'd had enough of it, sort of thing.
But that's a typical bully thing, why it's going there.
Oh, no, I don't disagree with you. But you don't have to fight every battle. What I disagree with you on is because I know for a few people like this will fight for what is right, and I don't blame them for it, but you're wasting a lot of energy on something that doesn't make a difference to you at the end of the day. Who gets to keep those tiles that I've already written off? Fucking irrelevant to me.
I get that.
It doesn't matter. It's gone.
But
chapter closed.
I actually think, had you put those tiles on Facebook Marketplace for 300 quid, you'd have got 300 quid today.
That's it. No.
If there were 500 quid's worth of tiles, they're brand new.
Let's put it this way. 3 roofing companies all said, not interested, because I don't know when I'm going to use them.
I understand that.
There's not a standard tile for every house. It's different for every job. So they don't know when they're going to use them. They've got to store them. They've got to fuck around. Not worth it. No. And when a few people told me that, you think, well, how much effort have I got? Plus, I've got to transport them. There's 2 pallets worth there. There's a good couple of tons, perhaps. I've got to pay to transport them. Just
my argument with that
focus on something else.
There'll be somebody doing their own outbuilding or whatever that just wants some cheap tiles.
But
has probably got a wagon to put them in.
At the minute, they are sat on a pavement in the middle of Sneinton in everybody's way.
I thought they were sat in a yard.
They are now. At the time of the decision of what to do with them, They're on the public highway and they're my responsibility.
Yeah, but if they were sat in the... What I mean is if they were sat in the yard, if you'd paid the guys 500 quid to take them away...
No, I didn't pay them anything to take them away. I just fucking have them. It was going to cost me about 60, 70 quid to transport them somewhere. And then when I've sold them, it's going to be the same again, or maybe that's the buyer's responsibility.
I thought you paid 500 quid to get rid of them.
No.
To tidy up and get rid of the tiles.
They're worth 500 quid. Oh, I did.
No.
But okay. I paid 500 quid to get rid of the old scaffolding.
Yeah.
The tiles. All the shit that the first guy had ripped out because he took a load of tiles down, a load of woodwork down. That was just chucked in the garden. And there was something else. There were three things. There was something else.
So the tiles were sat in this other roofer's yard?
Now they are.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if at that point you'd gone, right, I'm going to bang those on eBay, can you just hold them for a week or so?
No,
because I reckon they'll be gone.
Storage charge. Storage charge per week. How long is it going to be? Don't know.
But they've been in there how long anyway?
4 days at this point.
Oh, we only cleared them...
Yeah, last week. Friday.
Oh, we only cleared them last week.
We cleared them like Thursday, Friday, and this guy was round on the Wednesday. I wish he hadn't cleared them because he would have gone and picked them up from there.
Yeah,
But at the point, at that time, I didn't know that. I just need them gone. I've got a tenant moaning because they're in the way. Quite rightly moaning that they're in the way.
I'm slightly in two minds, but I understand why you did what you did.
I think the safer option is, well, if you're not kicking off for money anymore, you're arguing your point, but you're saying you're happy to let it go, and you just want some tiles, which I don't have access to anyway. I soon could if I wanted, but I don't have access to anyway. Take them and fuck off. Some lessons learned. Let me move on in life. Anyway, that's 17 minutes on my low. I mean, crikey. Just arguing the point of...
Not necessarily, because you keep talking about timings, and I keep telling you not to, because it changes in edit.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. There are other ways I could have played it. Somebody who was more happy for the argument and the confrontation might have played it differently. If I had a buyer lined up, I might have played it differently. If I had a use for them lined up, I might have played it differently. I didn't. I've already written them off. Focus on the day job. More important.
Do you know the arses? I probably would have had them off you. Because I need to re-roof mine.
I mean, if they're still at you can if you want, but it depends what type though. I don't know how many types of different tiles are there. Those won't fit every roof structure.
They'll fit mine because I'm being re-roofed. They are. I'm guessing when you said concrete tiles, they're the same that council use.
Probably, I don't know.
They're the cheapy ones that council use, which is what most of the properties around here are done in anyway.
Yeah.
So my tiles all need changing
because they don't last that long.
Well,
like 30,
mine have probably been on.
Like
Mine have probably been on since the house was built. Because mine are on old rosaries. So yeah, my roof needs doing, and at some point I've got to do the roof.
If we spoke 2-3 weeks ago, you could have had them.
Yeah.
Oh, hey ho. Anyway, I can recommend somebody out your way who'll do your roof for you.
Can you?
Yeah, he's a lovely chap.
Has he got a load of free tiles?
He's got lots of free time on his hands because he's not busy.
Can I just go and take tiles off his job 40 miles away?
Yeah, well, take him off my house.
Give me his address. I'll take him off his.
Yeah,
I'm going to strip his roof.
So, going back to one of the earlier questions about death or pulling down the internet so you don't podcast anymore. Probably
come on then. Let's move on and let's go to your high then.
The progress that the kids make in terms of confidence and doing stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the little girl who was scared to go down the big slide at Oceans of Fun.
Yeah.
Soft play now goes down head first.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple of months difference.
I have told you to stop pushing her down the slide. That she's not meant to go down head first.
Oh no, I'm aware, but that just that confidence in.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's like
that's nice.
Yeah,
I didn't get a chance to see them much at the weekend.
That's all right.
So no, I know, but so I didn't get to see firsthand the change in them.
Yeah, it's like one of the other parties. We had 2 birthday parties at the weekend, listeners, one of which was yours, Stu. But the first one we went to had the big bouncy castle with quite a sizable slide in it, and it was 10 minutes of no, scary. And then when everyone else has done it 4 or 5 times, I'll just give it a go. If you watch me, Daddy, you should give it a go. came down with a massive grin on her face, and I didn't see her again.
Brilliant.
So it's a bit of a change in that child, which is lovely to see, and just makes you think, if we keep going and keep progressing, where we might end up. It's quite a nice,
they do get there. They
quite
do
a
get
nice
there with the
feeling
confidence.
inside, isn't it? So
yeah,
your turn. Come on.
yeah, nice. Lows.
Don't do this. We said last week we'd be more organised.
I know.
We'd have it all to hand.
And I was thinking about this earlier, and I don't really know.
Oh.
There's kind of things that have happened that are like, it's not great. But it's nothing that's been an actual low. It's been manic. I've had a fair bit of time off work recently, and I suppose productivity in certain areas is lower than I'd like, certainly when I'm not there. So I need to get on top of that a little bit. I need to not come down on people as such, but just monitor people and say, okay, time to
make them aware that you're aware.
Yeah.
Something like that. And it might be a bit...
Just give them a bit of a nudge in the right direction.
Yeah.
And so... And there's been a few challenges around. We do a lot of CMT, cut, make, trim.
Yep.
Where they supply all the materials and we just put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been a few kind of challenges recently around materials not being enough quantity, so you end up with a bit of farting around.
Mm-hmm.
And that farting around costs money, it costs time. So not as efficient as we could be. I suppose that would be a little bit of a low for me.
Mm.
And I suppose the other one, actually, I don't know if you're facing this with a few, people are still holding off on pushing the button on orders.
Yep. So my order book...
We get lots of inquiries.
Yeah.
Can I have a quote? Can I have a quote? Yeah, brilliant. And you phone them a couple of weeks later. Are you doing anything? Yeah, we're just waiting for this, or we're just doing that.
If the, shall we say, more global companies that start the ball rolling on projects, which is the wrong way to phrase it, I suppose, but if they don't know what the oil price is going to be next week, they're not going to place the order this week.
Yeah.
It's going to be like this. From similar past experiences, if I can word it like that, it's going to be like this until they stop throwing missiles around in the Middle East, because it could still escalate, and the Iranian friends have already shut the Suez Canal before by lobbing missiles in the water. It could still go longer, harder. It could be peace declared next week.
Well, I did also read that UAE have come out of OPEC.
Okay. Didn't know that, but yeah.
Yeah, they've just come out of OPEC. So, or they're saying that they are coming out of OPEC, which potentially, because OPEC is a cartel effectively, and they're controlling stuff. So maybe that will be a good thing. Maybe that will bring oil prices down a bit because there'll be more competition. But we'll see. It's just there's a bit of frustration around I've got so many quotes out there, so much stuff in the pipeline, and people saying we are going to push the button, just not yet. Okay, well, can some of you push the button a bit sooner? And we've got work on, but I'd like more work. We've got enough to be ticking over, but I'd like more.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a reasonable amount. We're happy in terms of the amount of work we've got on in pound sterling, but the slightly worrying thing is it's a couple of sizable orders as opposed to the amount of orders coming through, if that makes sense. There's a couple of big orders on, which is great, and it sees us through for a good month more, perhaps. But hang on a minute, we should also be having lots of little ones, and it spreads the risk so we're just holding off on certain plans we had. We'll put on ice for a little bit until it picks back up again, and there we are.
So
it's easy to pay my debts at the minute. I ain't got any, but if I did, it'd be concerning.
Yes, absolutely, and I'm in that that kind of fortunate position as well.
We've been there before, both, isn't we?
Yeah.
Things like this kill businesses, so
yeah. If I was
not good.
If I'd got loans and this, that, and the other that I was needing to pay, then
or your COVID loans to pay back or whatever, you'd be
yeah. So I do feel for companies at the minute.
There we go.
Hi. There's been a lot actually.
Show off.
So daughter's birthday, which was probably one of the most stressful things.
It's the most stressed I've ever seen you.
Yeah. It was pretty freaking stressful. I think it was for a few things though. One, I kind of ended up setting up the whole thing myself. Just a miscalculation in timings by family members that meant that they suddenly realised they weren't arriving until the exact start time of the party when they were meant to be there half an hour before to help me set up. So I ended up trying to set up bouncy castle, slushy machine, decorations, and food, tables, chairs, everything, music, all by myself in the space of 35 minutes. And blowing up balloons and I had parents arriving slightly early. So I was still trying to set up whilst I got parents arriving. So that was pretty stressful. And then it was stressful during it because it's kind of, with it only being me, there was people there that I didn't know the parents. I didn't know them. I didn't know the names of some of the children. I knew all the names of everyone attending, but I hadn't got a face to the name.
Who was who? Yeah.
Who was who and who belonged to who. So that was a little bit challenging because I was trying to control my anxiety, to be all honest. I got completely thrown out by people that were helping me setting up being later than planned. And I was really fortunate my partner was there. She was a godsend because she took charge of my daughter, got her ready because my daughter wanted to go dressed as Rumi, wanted the hair doing, and that was an epic. But she handled that so I could just literally run around trying to get all the other stuff done. And it kind of came and it went. But my anxiety levels were then high until the next day. Until the next day, and they've only just started to come down, and we're 4 days later.
You put a lot of pressure on yourself.
Yeah,
as an outsider, I was in the room, but you could sort of see you feeling the pressure, but you put it on yourself. But I completely get it because you are. I'm not good at picking my words, as regular listeners will know. You are like parent number 2, so you have to make the best impression because, like you say, you don't know many other parents.
Yeah.
You're not at the school gate as often as a former partner is. You get less time with summer than what you would like, so you want to maximise the day, the event, the party, the do.
Yeah.
It's got to be the best it can be, mainly for your daughter there, but also other parents look at you and you might make a few friends, and have a good impression. So you are, I don't want to say liked. I mean, no one's that daft to like you, are they? But they might respect you as what they're doing and understand a bit. And the two sides to every story, because they might only hear the one side. There's two sides. Listeners to this show hear your side. You really don't get the other perspectives. So there's an element of that. And you did well, I think. So pat yourself on the back.
Thank you. That I appreciate that.
Let's the viewers watch you look like a spastic and try and pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. It's hard, isn't it? No, but all jokes aside, I think you did quite well there, mate. So you're a lot to be proud of.
I did really feel the pressure. It's exactly for that reason. Yeah. When you're the dad in a relationship, when you are, dads are often, I would love to have so much more time with my daughter.
Of course.
And I would love to be more present in her life. And it's a bit of a strange one because I've seen things around this before. Dads are often seen as, oh, well, you're the secondary parent. Well, I don't want to be. I've never wanted to be
No.
the secondary parent.
No.
But also, I get it also for mums from that perception that when a dad's out with the children or child, it's seen as, oh, look at dad stepping up.
Mhm.
When mum
Yeah.
might be doing a lot more normally. So it was, I was feeling on show. I was feeling like I was being judged.
Which,
even though I possibly wasn't.
No, I think you were. I think that's life. It's a sad fact of life. People don't think. Thinking and trying to understand is hard. So instead of that, we're going to judge each other. So, well, I would have been judged there. How's my parenting, even though nobody knows me? You know what I mean? It's what we kind of do as human beings, and we shouldn't, but we all do it.
Yeah.
I do it. And just catch yourself. Who's that? What's he doing like that for? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then it's not necessarily a massive negative, but there's an element of, you let your kids run around like that and bash into other kids and not saying anything.
Yeah.
We did it at your. And the other thing I'm going to mention, and I know there's 2 or 3 mothers who listen to this. I'm going to make you all jump for joy with this one. An amazing dad is on par with an average mum a lot of the time. Some of the stuff that amazing dads get praised for is run-of-the-mill stuff for a bang average mother.
And I think that's what I was kind of saying. Sometimes, people see a dad out with their child and go, oh, look at him, giving mum a break or this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But I would agree and I would disagree with that. Because I think dads can be just as amazing and can be more amazing than some mums. I don't think it's about gender. I think now in the sort of relationship you're in, you're in a very happily married relationship, supportive, and you say yourself, yeah, my wife does an amazing job and, I'd like to do more, but I'm also trying to do work and I'm trying to do this and that, and your wife's doing that in addition to the days that she's working and, or working in paid employment rather than working as being a mother. And yes, being an amazing dad when you have a wife like yours is probably as good as her being average. But I think there's a lot of dads out there as well, and not taking away from any of the mums out there, but I think there is also the reverse out there. It's just maybe not as common.
I think that could be rephrased to parent 1 and parent 2, as in one's more an emotional rock than the other, perhaps. Probably rephrase that to parents 1 and 2, but
yeah.
I don't think 99 times out of 100 it's the maternal.
Yeah.
And is the parent A or 1 or whatever you want to call it. But so yeah, I get that in terms of you have to have put on a good show.
Yeah.
And it's memories for you, memories for the kids. So
absolutely. What I did work out though is that parties theoretically now get easier because as they get older, it becomes less people and something more structured. So next year might be, you can take 5 of your friends to a trampoline park.
There was a lot of kids at yours.
There was a lot of kids. Interestingly, and I made a slight cock up with this. So I put an RSVP on.
Yep.
I didn't put a date on it.
Okay.
For people to RSVP by, which wasn't too much of an issue, but I did have 2 children and their dad turn up who hadn't RSVP'd, and I wasn't expected to come. And
sorry about that.
No, it wasn't you. And that was, do you know the funny thing was? Well, not the funny thing. I'd seen that dad that morning and he hadn't mentioned it to me.
Yeah, we don't know who you are.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, you know this one. You know who's who on this one.
So we have, between myself and my ex-partner, my daughter's mum, we currently have supported handovers through a third party.
Okay.
He was the third party on the morning of her birthday and when I said, see you then, he didn't say, yeah, I'll see you later, as if he was coming. So when he walked through the door, and he is friends with my daughter's mum, and he does the supported, or some of the supported handovers that she arranges, because I have to arrange some as well. And yeah, mentioned nothing. Didn't contact me to RSVP. So
you can feedback
and
how
children were a different. His daughters are older than my daughter, and I'd bought the gifts for the end age appropriate for the people that I knew that were attending.
Yeah.
So I hadn't got gift bags or gifts for them at the end because I didn't know that they were coming. So that threw my anxiety as well, because I thought, well, hold on, you're someone that's probably already heard the story against me, never my side,
and it will be
now I've been put on the spot.
Yeah, and how you did on Saturday, you'd get fed. Sunday would be fed back.
And that's exactly how
almost
I felt.
straight away, you'd imagine.
Yeah. I felt that there was potentially, and again, this might be me overthinking, this might be my anxiety.
Everybody overthinks everything.
But I felt that there was maybe 2 or 3 parents there.
Yeah.
That would be feeding back.
No doubt.
On how things had gone. Don't get me wrong, there was other parents there that were so supportive. I did have one of the parents WhatsApp me a load of pictures of my daughter that they'd taken during the party and videos of the birthday cake and so on and so forth. So that was really, really nice. And there was another dad that I'll reach out to say, hey, does my daughter and your daughter want to play date?
Play date, yeah.
Because he was really lovely. And then there was another dad who came up to me at the start, Polish chap, who said, would you like he could see that I was stressed because I said to him, I'm really sorry, stuff isn't all set up. And he immediately said, would you like a hand with anything? Is there anything I can do?
He's probably been there himself. And things don't go to plan.
Yeah. Well, he was there with his partner.
Yes.
So they'd come as a couple with their son. But that was really nice. So there was a few parents there that I thought, yeah, that's, they're nice, they're supportive. So yeah, it was.
You did well, mate.
And it was a high because we got some family time afterwards, and just my daughter seemed really happy, and that's all that matters to me.
That's the main thing. Yeah. No, you did well.
So yeah, I've waffled on, and we've just.
Don't worry, we normally waffle on. I mean, we had a topic, and we haven't even got there yet. But I think, like a couple of episodes ago, it was my emotional outlet with family relations. This is your emotional outlet for the party because
my
it had been on your mind for
high.
weeks, months. Oh, it showed.
Yeah.
It showed. The face you pulled a few times. It was. What's 252 divided by 94.6? Try and work it out. That was the face you pulled on who has not had a go at Pass the Parcel, who's not won the sweets.
Oh, that was. That was a bit of a. See, that was something that was a frustration.
Yeah.
Because the Pass the Parcel went on for bloody ages.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
It went on far too long, but that was because, and I agree, I'd been told, right, you put enough layers on so that every child there gets to open one layer and one gets a prize. Because there were some extra children turned up, we chucked more layers on. So we ended up with something like 19 or 20 layers on the Pass the Parcel.
How many kids took part? 10?
About 8 or 9.
8, yeah. 2 of which were mine.
2 of which were yours, yeah. So yeah, and this was the thing. There was we probably actually started with about 12.
But once, filtering in and out. Yeah.
Once some of them had got a prize or something or had gone on for a little bit, they just went off because they wanted to go and play with the bounce castle. So the Pass the Parcel went on forever. And even I was going, God, surely we've got to be at the layer yet. And then, yes, I'm trying to work out who's had a present, who's not had a present, and you're kind of going, oh. The thing that was really great, and because of my anxiety, I said to my sister, look, would you mind doing the games?
Yeah, she did well, I think.
Well, she's a childminder and was a nursery nurse. So
yeah, okay. You know how
Yeah.
I said earlier about we all judge each other? You know, that's what my wife
Yeah.
picked up. About, oh, she works with kids, must do.
Yeah, she does.
So,
Yeah, all day, every day.
Yeah.
So, and she is fantastic.
Mm.
She's my kind of go-to on a lot of stuff.
Mm.
And yeah, so she was a bit of a godsend because I'm not sure I could have dealt with that with my levels as they were.
Yeah.
So yes, but I'll tell you what. Let's do this before we go on to topic. Are you ready?
Well, we'll sack the topic off surely now. It's been 3/4 of an hour. We've not got to.
We'll
I'm not going to have another
We'll
3/4 of an hour. We've got something
we
to talk about next.
Might do.
Something to talk about next week now.
Right, are you ready?
What?
Big question.
Okay. Rules are largely there to be broken. I don't know if you'd agree with that one. So the big question, the whole idea, are things that my 4-year-old twins come up with, where it's a question which you can answer, but let's not make the link between the bacon sandwich in front of you and Peppa Pig. You know, you've got to be a bit diplomatic how you actually answer the truth on how a baby is made, you know. I'm going completely different this way. This question is so stupid, it could only been asked by an adult.
Okay.
And it's something which not yet. I know you look forward to my dad jokes. A world renowned. But as a parent of multiple births, our twins, we quite often get the double trouble little joke and yeah, fucking hear that every time I step outside my front door, mate. But to the person saying it, it's original and it's a done thing. Oh, they look alike. Oh, fucking twins, identical twins. Of course they look alike, and that's exactly what. Again, so I need some better replies to some of these dancers who think they're hilarious. So I'm going to ask the listeners for what replies we might get. But the question that came from an adult, are they twins? We get that a lot, right? Of course they're twins. Yes, they are. We get that quite a lot. We're used to that one. Oh, yeah.
But they aren't identical. They're almost identical, but they're not identical.
They are scientifically identical, but you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
With mine, you totally can. Yeah. But the identical twinsness scientifically is same egg split.
Yeah.
We had something called restrictive growth syndrome. So one twin had 3/4 of the percent of the other quarter. I still have one twin a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner than the other 4 years on. Anyway, so the question came in from an adult in the supermarket. Are they twins? Yes. The follow-up question, are they both yours? Oh, for fuck's sake. How much of a dunce do you have to be? Are they both yours? Of course they're both fucking mine. They're twins. Not bad. That's about 40 pence for Mark there, isn't it? But fuck's sake. I mean, I think of the perfect response to some of these things like half an hour later. I mean, this one, absolutely lost for words. Are they both yours? Well, of course they're fucking both mine. They're identical twins. Not bad. A couple more on my tally chart. I mean, I couldn't have a question from my 4-year-old this week, could I? After that,
No.
Are those? Fuck's sake! Are they identical twins? Both yours? So, listeners write in? Am I boring you? Listeners write in. How do you respond to things like that? The usual double trouble. How do I respond to that in a comical way that's not too insulting but makes you feel like, for fuck's sake, of course, they're both mine.
You see, you could have said, no, their dad's black.
Yeah, I mean,
can't you tell?
One of the funny ones from the Twins Trust and the groups that come up is they start looking around for the third one. Oh, crikey, I've lost one. You know? Shit, thanks for telling me. Can you help?
Yeah,
they look like this. Third one looks like them too.
No, you could have said, no, they're triplets. What?
Yeah, I mean, are they both?
And then just start calling out a random child's name.
Yeah. So yeah, answers on a postcard, listeners.
Or if
how do I respond to that going forward?
Are they twins? You go, no, one of them's a boy.
You can still be twins. Just
Yes, I know.
non-identicals.
Yeah, but just to completely confuse them.
Yeah.
Or
Anyway.
you could say, no, there's actually 4 years between them. Just come out with something completely random that proves that they're stupid for asking the question.
Struggle with that in the moment.
In the moment.
I quite often think of something 20 minutes later or something. But anyway, that's the question. Listeners write in with some retorts that we can start to give to that stupid question. Are they both yours? Of course they're fucking both mine. There's another one for the swear jar. The swear jar did well that last 2-3 minutes, didn't it?
Yeah, it did nearly as well as last week.
Anyway, speaking of which, you did the London Marathon yesterday. Day before.
Yes. Yeah,
Twice.
well, actually 4 days ago.
4 days ago, at time of release. Yeah.
He only did it once.
Oh, did he? He didn't do it twice.
Yeah, he's coming back from an injury, so he didn't do it backwards.
Anyway, there we are.
Yeah, I did speak to him, and yeah, he only did it forwards rather than backwards as well.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Hey, you can do it next year. Apparently, they're trying to do a 2-day event. That's not, you can take 2 days to do it.
Oh, I might need it. Fills me out then. I need 2 days for me to do it.
That's it. They're going to do 2 marathons so that they can have twice the number of entries. So there you go. Sign yourself up.
You want to hear a joke?
Oh, go on then.
Of course he wants to hear a joke. I lost my jokes. I've got a few, actually. I'll just rattle a couple off. Okay. I had a horse move in next door.
Okay.
It's my new neighbour.
Oh dear, oh dear.
With that, I wish you adieu.
Is that it? You're just going to end?
Well, I've got
the show?
Yeah, we'll end the show on
an absolutely shit dad joke.
All right. Why did the teabag go to the police station? Reported his mugging. There we go. Good night, viewers. That one was worse, wasn't it, to be fair? Yeah.
Go on then. Before we go, what's the plans for the week?
We get christening this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be nice. Sunday.
Nice.
It's bank holiday, so a bit of family coming down. We'll spend the Monday with a bit of family after the day. Saturday's the usual.
Who's christening? Is it? It's not
all
all 3 of yours will be.
All 3.
Oh, fantastic!
Get them dunked at the same time.
Done,
yeah,
efficient, fantastic.
Bam.
Oh, so it's christening for them. Oh, brilliant. Nice. So,
yeah, it's something to look forward to. A bit of an excuse to get the family together, and
yeah.
One more thing in life that we do ticked off the list, and girls are quite excited about it. So
where are you going? Waterworld at Stoke. Chuck them down the slide. And chuck the vicar after them.
Yeah, got it in one. Yeah, I did see during COVID. There's vicars on, and they've got the pictures on the social media. They'd put holy water in a water pistol. Gets it done in a tricky time.
I'd stick in a super soaker.
Yeah.
Just get them all to line up in front of you and just work along.
Yeah. I'll tell you what we can do, and I'm flying off the cuff here, but I think you'll be all right with this, and you'll edit me out if not. So we had a topic for today that we've completely missed, and we'll roll it over for next time, perhaps. This could be a good one for get some stories from the listeners on.
What,
those
the topic?
Of us, those of us that employ staff, which will be a fair few, I should think.
Well, as the podcast is aimed at business owners and managers,
exactly. A fair few should have staff.
I would guess that most will have staff.
What stories do you have about your staff's work ethic? And next time we record a show, we'll read them out. Next week's show, I think we've got a guest on. We are going international.
Yeah.
We spoke to a Finnish woman in Spain. But the show after that, the topic of the day, if we don't babble on about other stuff like we have tonight, work ethic of your staff. How to get the most out of them. How do you get the most out of them? Tell us some stories, because fucking hell, we've all got them, haven't we? Crikey.
Well, yeah, and if you have got any stories, don't forget you can either leave us a comment or email us on podcast@parentingbusiness.com. So send them in. We do want to hear all about everything that goes on in your life, in your parenting business, from things that happen with your kids to things that happen in work to things that get you goat or just make you happy, or challenges you've overcome, such as getting the most out of your staff and dealing with low productivity, shall we say, or low desire to work.
Let's face it, they'll take the path of least resistance, some staff.
Yeah.
And others are just complete monkeys. And how the hell did you come to that conclusion that whatever it is you've just done is a good idea? You must have some stories.
Like setting up a podcast and trying to get people to listen to it. We thought that was a good idea.
Do we try and get people to listen? We do a little bit, don't we?
The odd one or two.
You need to get back on the guest bandwagon if you want to appear on the show.
Yeah, then get in touch. Yeah. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify or wherever you listen. Do also feel free to get in touch with your stories or top tips about how you balance your parenting business. You can either leave us a comment or email us at podcast@parentingbusiness.com. Also, if you like what you hear, please do share with other parents and business owners. Maybe try and get us 1 or 2 more listeners, and leave us a 5-star review to help us spread the support. And I think, Ben, on that note, it's time to say we will see you next Thursday.
We shall. Enjoy May Day.
Woohoo!